Most people are terrified of being alone, and it's understandable. We are social creatures and we require and desire connection more than pretty much anything else on the planet. The problem is this though. People will rush into bad relationships. They're gonna cling onto toxic friendships and they'll do anything they can to not feel as alone or as isolated. And while that's bad because the company they keep is bad for them, it's actually worse because it means that they're doing anything they can to avoid sitting alone with themselves. So many people cannot be by themselves. They cannot just be alone with their thoughts, with their presence, because they don't really like who they are. They don't really like their own company, which is actually really, really sad. Here's the truth though. Until you learn to be happy with being alone, you will never truly be happy with anyone else either, because you will be with others for all of the wrong reasons. And today I'm gonna show you how to actually enjoy your own company and build a life that feels full even without anyone else. Let's get into it. Point number 1, being alone isn't the same as being lonely. Repeat that. Being alone isn't the same as being lonely. First of all, you need to understand that these two things are separable. They're not the same thing. Make that click in your mind, okay? Being alone and being lonely, completely different. Completely different things. Being alone is a physical state. You're simply by yourself physically. Being lonely is an emotional state. It's feeling like you're not connected, you're not seen, and you're not understood. It's a sense of I have people, or maybe I don't have people, but in any case, people don't really know or understand me. You can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely. And you can be alone, by the way, and still feel completely at peace. So learning to love solitude is about filling your own cup first, which means being happy with being alone by yourself first, instead of relying on someone else to do it for you. If you can't rely on satisfying your own need for assurance, your own need for affirmation, and your own need for not wanting to be alone, and I know it's hard because it was hard for me as well, but I can promise you if you can't do that, then no one else will be able to do it for you, because no one else will know you as well as you know yourself. No one else can feel what you're feeling exactly. So their help and their support can only go so far. And you need to feel confident in knowing that you will get through it and that you're able to rely on yourself to go through what you need to go through. Okay, actually, I'm gonna show you how you can work on this. Do small things every single day that make you feel proud of yourself, whether that's sports, whether that's eating healthy, or whether that's cleaning your apartment or taking care of yourself or those around you. Build the confidence in yourself that then you can understand that you can do hard things and get through situations by yourself. I can promise you that you will like yourself a little bit more when you feel confident that you can get through hard situations. Point number 2 is this: build a life that you actually like living. If you want to be happy being alone, and yes, it's possible, I swear, you cannot just sit around and wait to feel good or wait for others to make you feel good. You have to actively build a life that you like living. And if you're young, this is hard because maybe you don't have a lot of life experience, but you can become and create a life that you like. Pick up hobbies that excite you, okay? Work out, eat healthy, become better than you were yesterday, become better than you were last year. But don't compare yourself to others, okay? Compare yourself to yourself in the last 6 months, in the last year, and you will be impressed if you're making small changes every day. Create goals that matter to you, not goals to impress other people around you, but goals that will fire you up inside. This could be anything from reading every day, or building something, or achieving a goal at work, or getting a degree, or getting a certification. If your life is boring and empty, of course, being alone will feel miserable, okay? But if your life is rich and you have purpose, you have goals, you have drive, and you have interests, then being alone will become super powerful and not painful. It will be something that you will look forward to in the future because you'll be like, oh, when I'm alone later today, I can work on this, which I really enjoy. And that is the goal. Work on yourself so that you can have a mission, you can have a goal, and you have things that you like being alone with. Point number 3 is make peace with your own mind. Most people are super uncomfortable alone because the second they sit in silence, all of their fears, all of their regrets, and all of their insecurities start screaming at them. And instead of facing these voices, most of us, at least once or twice, probably all of us, drown them out with noise, with distraction, with anything else. If you want to grow and learn to like yourself and learn to like being alone, you need to do the exact opposite. Face them, you need to listen to those fears, and then you need to work on healing them. And yes, we have all made mistakes in the past. We all suck at some point in life, but what distinguishes The good people from the great people is that the great ones don't let their past failures define them. They don't wallow in their pity, they don't feel sorry for themselves, and they certainly don't let other people's voices get the best of them. So don't do any of that. You can try different things to try and remove this. You can try journaling, praying, meditating, self-reflecting. These are not just feel-good activities. These are how you will make friends with your own mind and how you will learn to like yourself. Stop listening to bad feelings. Tell yourself every day, I like me and I'm going to make a life that I like for myself. Do that for a month even, or even for a week. You will start seeing and you will start feeling results. Point number 4 is this: learn to enjoy your own company. And again, as you can see, these points are like one at a time. First, you have to do this, you have to do this. Fourth point is enjoy your own company. Think about it. If you cannot enjoy your own company, why would anyone else enjoy your company? If you are not treating yourself like someone you actually like, why would someone else like you? Take yourself out to dinner. Just do it. Go watch a movie that you're excited about. Yes, you deserve it. Travel somewhere new by yourself if you want to do that. Do things that you would do for other people that you like because you like yourself as well. You have to like yourself as well. Being alone doesn't mean you have to do only hard things or do nothing. It means doing things that you enjoy without needing someone else's validation, because you are a human as well and you deserve to do things that are good for you. And point number 5 is this: see relationships as an addition, not as a requirement. This is the hardest thing for most people. And the most important shift you can make is to stop seeing relationships as something you have to be happy. Because if you do, you're putting of unnecessary stress on both of you and you'll only be disappointed. Your partner isn't your internal damage fixer, okay? They're your helper and they're your friend, which means they need you to help yourself so that they can help you as well. It's that simple. Start seeing your partner as an addition to your life, which is already good by itself, because the healthiest relationships aren't built out of neediness. They're built out of two people who are already full, who already like themselves, and who choose to share the fullness with each other. Not out of necessity, but out of want. You want to be with this person. Be happy alone first so that you can choose the right person. Then if the right person comes along, bonus, because you will know that they're not your lifeline and you didn't choose them out of, I'm scared of being alone, but I chose them because I like them. Being alone is not a weakness. This is the last point I'm going to share with you. It is a superpower. It means that you are free. You're free to grow. You're free to heal. You're free to create a life that feels good to you with or without anyone else. You have one life. And if you're not creating that life in a way that's going to make you enjoy it to the fullest, you're going to be miserable. Make peace with your mind. Enjoy your own company. This is the only way you're going to find real happiness and real strength, even when you're standing alone, because you will stand alone in so many cases in life. So you need to understand that being by yourself is not a negative thing. It can be a superpower, but only if you use it in the right way. So stick to those points and you will get there. See you soon in the next video.